Why worship God? Indeed, why worship God? I came across this statement from Fred Drummond, who is a church leader in Scotland. Worship gives God his rightful place, and it reminds us of our rightful place. Worship gives God his rightful place, and it reminds us of our rightful place. The skeptic, of course, argues with me and says, yes, but God is narcissistic and he is only interested in people who love him. And if he's needy, he needs people to fawn around him. I don't think that is true. It's certainly not the God that I know. It would make God very small-minded. God, of course, is complete in himself. He needs nobody else. And he is the very expression of outflowing love, not inflowing, demanding of others' love. The thing is, actually, we're the ones who are really narcissistic and needy. Narcissistic because we love ourselves above all others. We put ourselves first so often. And needy because we find ourselves needing to worship something or someone or some desire or some pleasure or some feeling. And we make that the centre of everything. Lent is a great opportunity to recalibrate our lives and to bring them before God. To recalibrate actually that we need to worship God. To admit that we are sinners. In other words, we do things that are wrong in our lives. We don't live up to the divine standards. But also to remind ourselves that there is forgiveness for those who say sorry. Lent helps us to recalibrate our lives, that we become not narcissistic, but actually ones who give out in love. Not needy for ourselves, but needy to honour the God who then invites us to honour those around ourselves. So that quotation, worship gives God his rightful place, and it reminds us of our rightful place. Lent, I think, reminds us of our rightful place too. That we actually need a focus for our lives that is beyond ourselves. And it gives a rightful place. Lent gives a rightful place to God, because it allows him to be the one who forgives us, restores us, and enables us by his Spirit to be those who are his people, honouring him, worshipping, yes, but by his Spirit being those who serve and love and care for others, being those outflowing expressions of love that is the very same God that we worship, whose love flows out to us. Let Lent be our chance to recalibrate our love, to recalibrate our worship of the God who loves us and delights when we worship him and live lives that honour him.